deep in the parched desert sands of ancient Osirian,
long-forgotten secrets are becoming unearthed
that could threaten the security of the entire region.
Through cursed tombs, undead crypts,
and towering pyramids,
our unlikely band of heroes must rise to the challenge
and find the secrets of
the Mummy's Mask.
Last time on the Mithril Tabletop.
You guys try to make your way into this tunnel, but immediately, right in front of Habibi, you see a beetle. It is going to flash. You're dazzled for a minute.
The fuck is this?
It's a flash beetle. That's their whole thing. They flashbang you. It is then getting the fuck out of there. Tani, you burst through this secret door. Inside, a gold-trimmed sarcophagus sits in the center. The thing seems to snap open and immediately lunge at McFour, immediately grappling you. So you critically hit this thing. McFour rolls out.
I'm good. I'm good.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Mithril Tabletop. I'm Andrew Waba, the host and GM as we play through the Mummy's Mask. I want to start off by saying thank you all so much for tuning in and listening to our little show here week after week. We are all genuinely so thankful for all of your kind words, comments, and engagement in all our social media outlets. I've never expected this amount of warmth you have all shown us this early in our podcasting journeys. We are all truly just amateurs learning how to edit as we go with no guidance beyond Google and YouTube. As we mentioned before, we all pay our bills with our full-time jobs, and we use Pathfinder and our little adventure through the sands of Osirian as an escape from it all. That being said, while we are having so much fun and won't stop for the foreseeable future, not all of us have that luxury. Nick is the only one in our group who is a parent, and that is a whole other full-time job on its own. Unfortunately, Nick did have to step down from doing the podcast with us, and that means that McFour will just have to chase his treasure on his own, without the guiding help of Nick. We will miss them both, but before the rumor mill starts churning anything out, I want it known that there is no bad blood between us. Nick is still friends with us, all outside the game, and we all still chat with him daily in our group chats. It really is just a matter of life, unfortunately, getting in the way of things, and something had to give. That something was this. It's sad to see them both leave our table, but while we are losing a player, as these things sometimes happen in our hobby, we've gained many more fans to whom we are forever grateful. I'm being told right now that we've just reached over 1,000 total downloads and have over 400 subscribers collectively between our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and subreddit. And I never imagined that in a month and a half that we've been updating these things, that would happen. I never thought we would get to 1,000 this quick. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And if you're listening to this and you haven't subscribed or reviewed us on any of our socials, please just spare a second to share, like, comment, or subscribe, whatever. You know the drill. You've been on the internet long enough. It really does help us out so much, and be sure to let us know how we're doing. We upload each of these episodes on YouTube as well, and last I checked, there is a comment section there, hint, hint. But this intro is long-winded enough as it is. So here's episode 9, Summon and Run.
So, how was everyone's week?
We were busy.
Oh man, it's great. I've been reliving and reveling in almost killing so many of my players. It's just fun as a GM. You want to get close, but not so close that it actually happens.
Wait, what?
You just want to get them to the edge?
Icarus to the sun or something like that.
Exactly. You want to fly as close as you can to killing your players, but not actually doing it. So you remind them, hey, look at me. I am the captain.
I am your god.
Oh, this reminds me of a TikTok that I saw, and I should have sent it to you, Waba. So it was like, when you're playing, you typically end up calling the players by the character name, because it also helps you get into the habit of using the character names.
Yeah.
And this person was like, my players asked me, well, if you're calling us by our character names, what do we call you?
No.
And the person made the mistake of being like, oh, I don't care, you guys decide.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh,
They call him
I can
Sky
see
Daddy,
Andrew
don't they?
laughing from the other room.
Sky Daddy.
No, just
Sky
Daddy.
Oh
Just
no!
Just daddy.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
forgive me, but I don't want any of you guys calling me Daddy.
Oh, so
That's
it's only
so
reserved for
weird.
Cal. I see how it is.
Yes, because Cal is my daddy.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Don't judge us. Oh lordy. Okay, so real quick, I kind of wanted to share exactly how deadly this room was and how you guys actually made it way less damaging. Would you like to hear?
Sure.
Yes.
Fantastic. This is called the False Burial Chamber.
It might help
Obviously.
if you transition to that map on Foundry.
Thank you. I was refreshing to see if it was just me.
All right, fine. This room is called the False Burial Chamber because, as tradition for a lot of Egyptian tombs, especially the big wealthy ones, they put this nice, opulent, ornate sarcophagus in the middle of the tomb, and it's very easy to get to, and they're like, check it out! This is where the person was buried, and all the tomb robbers are like, excellent, let's rob the oh wait, this is the false room. Dang it, now where? And I don't know, it's to psych them out and trip them up and all that stuff. So I like that I saw that, and like, oh, when I was reading through the book, I'm like, oh, they did their research, well done. Not traditional to Egyptian tombs, however, is the death traps designed in this room. So there is this.
You mean there isn't a giant box that will nash things?
Indeed, there isn't.
The mimic
normally.
wannabe.
Maybe there might be a tomb that we haven't discovered yet, where as soon as they get to the false chamber, the sarcophagus animates and tries to chomp anyone who tries to open it. But
And
there
you
is
wanna know
another
what did
layer.
Alien.
Huh?
Aliens.
Aliens,
Oh
get outta here.
gosh.
Get out of here!
Me
Fired.
and Angela went through a phase where we watched Ancient Aliens a lot, okay?
It
Everyone
Some of it
went
was
through that phase.
interesting.
I
It was
I would
loved that
I
show.
love
my
watching.
fucking God.
I love
She
God,
watching
enjoys
so
watching
many-
it because of me.
There's so many
It was
insane
about,
theories out there.
building the pyramids. They're all like, how could these ancient people have possibly created these ginormous structures? It could be that
Aliens
they
had to have been.
possibly had a type of technology that maybe we have not discovered, or maybe they were just smarter than people are these days. No! Aliens! That was the
Or
only
they just brute
possibility.
forced it.
Aliens
Here's the
and
thing.
teleportation.
Okay, we'll get to how people built the pyramids, I'm sure, in the world of Galarian later, but I want to talk about this trap that you guys disarmed, because it would have made this room way worse. Tariq successfully, heroically, one would say, disarmed this trap.
Yeah, Tariq.
Had you
runes.
not...
How'd I what?
Yeah, exactly.
You scratched
You
out the
disabled
runes.
I
You
know
not
I
remember
did,
doing
but
that?
I know, but he said heroically.
Heroically. It
Didn't think
was
very-
heroic.
It didn't seem very heroic.
Like I just scratched out some words.
Well, it was because this electric latch rune would have, as soon as it was triggered, closed every door in the room except for the one to the north, which it would have flown open. That door to the north would then start flooding the room, and once everyone is covered in water, it starts zapping electricity to everyone flooded in the water, and that's when the sarcophagus would also animate and try chomping people, throwing them underwater, and try drowning them.
I have a question.
Next time y'all make fun of Tariq, I want you to remember this moment because I won't. But maybe I will.
I just wanted to mention that because in the book, it was so hard for me to prep this too, because remember, I'm converting this from first edition to second edition, and so every single reference that they had to first edition rules, I had to then mentally convert to second edition and find the proper DCs and all this stuff, and there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8 paragraphs worth of notes on this trapped room, and Tariq's like, nah, I got this, alright, cool. Anyways, we're just gonna fight the construct, and that's gonna be way more straightforward.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
So you said, had we not disarmed it, that the room would have ended up flooding and then the shocking runes would have gone off? Are they trying to say that shocking something in water would have done extra damage? Because I've tried this, and you didn't let it work. And if that's the case, I am salty.
Okay, well, why don't you roll me a crafting check, and I can tell you a little bit more about the room mechanically.
Can we do MVPs first?
Oh, we want to do MVPs? I mean, I guess, if you guys want to do that.
Give us our hero points, damn it.
Alright, well, MVP goes to Kareth.
Oh?
Well done, Katie. I vote for Kareth's awesome explosion. It did some great damage, hitting the construct's weakness, and knocked off that outer armor. Great work. Honorable, or MVP to Kareth for getting the construct's broken armor and making it so much easier to take down. And of course, MVP for breaking the armor construct. You redeemed a rough start and even saved a friend, smiley face. Honorable mentions go to Angela for... MVP, or honorable mention to Tawny. Even if her rolls didn't start out the best, she helped save the day. And as a result, Mick4, also well done. Honorable mention to Tariq for disarming the trap and saving the day. And a final honorable mention goes to Alyssa for our very lovable Habibi. He kindly offered his hero point for the success of the team and showed smart strategy when he used his forced mercy spell, even if Waba is a big dum-dum and forgot the coffin was a mindless construct. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Let me see your face!
Habibi prayed to Osiris, so the GM did not know because Osiris impeded his ability to think.
Exactly. Osiris overruled the GM. Save your emails, fans. Don't tweet at us. Don't add us on Instagram. We know we're wrong. Okay, we got it.
We've
already lived through it. It happens sometimes. All right. Well, I'm ready to get started. If you guys are ready to get started. Hey, Kareth, how about that crafting check now?
All right.
Don't sound so salty about it.
I'll be salty if I want to be salty, damn it.
Let's see how the rolls are gonna be for Katie today.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes,
It's
yes.
either gonna be horrible or great. There's no in between.
Well, and here's the thing. If Katie's rolls are great, Tawny's rolls will not be great.
Exactly.
Katie and Angela are inexplicably linked, dice roll-wise.
Yes.
Did you want the crafting check as like a recall knowledge, so blind, or...
Yes, blind please, because it is a knowledge check. In fact, while she's doing the recall knowledge on crafting, why doesn't everyone else roll me a perception check for the room?
I decline.
You can if you want to, you don't have to.
Didn't we just finish all of this? What do you want us to roll? Just
Perception
regular
check,
perception?
if you would like. Well, yeah, it would be private to me, but...
No, I meant like, is there anything else we could add to it? Any kind of lore? Or like Arcana or nature?
Nope. Just perception.
Fine.
You're just looking about the
So
room,
bossy.
investigating. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Alright, so let's take a look at Kareth's crafting check first. Kareth, you take a look and you're examining this trap now that all the mechanisms have been triggered and the fight seems to be over. And you see that this thing is ancient, obviously. It's like 2,000 plus years old, but it doesn't seem like it would have truly fully flooded the room. You take a look at some of the drains that you can see near the center of the room, just at the lower level beneath the sarcophagus, and it's like this gravel drain. It's like a drain but underneath gravel, so it kind of just like it's not like a barred thing. Anyways, and you can see that it's like deteriorated and falling apart, and the trap wouldn't have been as effective. To answer your question, though, no, the water wouldn't have empowered the electricity. It simply would have just, like, added to the effect. The water is just difficult terrain in this case, mechanically speaking. And the electricity still would have done the same electricity whether the water was there or not.
Okay.
After
I
that,
rescind
though,
my anger at you now.
after that, it would have taken 5 minutes for the water to fully drain. Now, in its heyday, if this trap worked as the intended, or as intended by the constructors, the engineers, it would have fully submerged the room, and the sarcophagus, being a construct not needing to breathe, would have had free reign for 5 minutes to go around chomping any of the tomb raiders, and then like trapping them and like forcing them to suffocate before going on to the next one, and all the while the electricity is going zap, 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 zap all the way throughout the room. So yeah, Very fun room.
Would
I
the
was really
water
excited
have
for this
also
room.
filled up like far enough that you'd have to worry about drowning?
In this case, because this trap is now so old, it would not have.
Oh, okay.
But, oh well. I'll get you guys next time, don't you worry.
Oh, I don't look forward to the time we miss something.
In the meantime, though, as you guys are looking around, Habibi, you discover a secret door to the east here.
Secret door.
Tunnel.
Don't.
Oh,
Damn it.
man, I would move, but there seems to be a force pausing me where I am. Oh, there it is. Maybe goes and
Osiris?
Oh, Foundry.
Hey, guys, there's a secret door over here. Oh, I don't know how we didn't notice this sooner.
Whoa.
Probably because there
It's
was
almost
something
as
trying
if-
to kill us in the room.
No,
We're
it
a
wasn't
bit
trying to kill
distracted.
us. It was trying
Speaking
to
of which, while we go through that door, Kepri's gonna look back at McFour and go, McFour, I think you should probably rest for a little bit. We're gonna leave you where it's safe. And McFour is gonna give her a thumbs up because he's clearly drained and we're gonna keep on walking.
Before it goes like, yeah, oh god.
just take a
Just
nap
leave me here for a second.
inside the sarcophagus.
I feel like he's like crawling out, like his legs are still inside, but he's like, it's fine.
Yep.
Habibi, as soon as you open this door to
Oh,
this
no.
little side room, no, wait, it's fine. As soon as you
Uh-huh.
open it, you just see dozens of skeletons and mummified corpses immediately collapse on top of you, but they're otherwise non-moving.
I think
Why are
So
there
they're
this
fine.
many corpses?
someone had
But
some
they just kind of
skeletons in
land
their
on top of you,
closet,
like-
if you know what I mean.
Get out.
It's not just. It wasn't a secret door for nothing.
Oh, lordy. This small room is filled with human-shaped bundles wrapped in linen, the corpses that just fell on Habibi. Each wears, however, a medallion around its neck.
No, somebody help me! Someone get these bodies off of me first.
Oh no.
Tariq is going to, here, I'll help you. And he's going to, reach out for Habibi's hand to pull him up out of the basically pile of skeletons that he is now under. And,
gosh.
pulls him
Accepts
out.
the hand. Habibi accepts it. Thanks, man.
Ugh.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Habibi, are you okay?
Yeah. It could have been worse. It could have been a giant sarcophagus.
Tawny is
That
just
is on one of the
laughing,
bodies.
by the way. Tawny is laughing. Tawny's like behind Tariq and she is just like cackling like because to her this is like the best prank ever.
I love it.
Tani's a big fan of the pranks.
I have a note here, by the way, for this room. It says the doors to this room are watertight, but if they're opened while the previous room, the room you guys just came from, is flooded, the mummies here spill out into the four squares and they become greater difficult terrain for everything. So they just kind of fall out and they start to bob in the water and they just float there.
Oh.
Dang, we really dodged a bullet.
You dodged a lot of things by disabling that trap before you started the fight. It was really good.
Just say thank you. Just saying.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
You're welcome. You shouldn't have told me I was such a lifesaver.
You saved our
I got it.
lives.
I'll for sure
No,
remember
no.
it this entire session. In this session only.
Was that lifesaver a pun, by the way?
No?
For the water.
Oh, yes, it was. It was pun intentional.
God damn it. Alright. Detecting magic. You do not detect any magic, Kepri.
Darn it.
Can we inspect the medallions now?
Yes, sorry. Well, both of you don't need to roll any checks because the holy symbol of Pharasma is clear and apparent to both of you. These are all basically 12 wooden holy symbols of Pharasma.
Hi, Pharasma.
Tariq is going to pocket one.
Is it okay to take them?
I mean, they're just around the necks of corpses.
Dang, I'm gonna take one too.
Habib is going to respect the dead and not take it.
Kepri's gonna walk under Kareth because Kareth's tall and take one and go right back under Kareth and go back into the other room.
Like brother, like sister.
Pretty sure we disrespected them when we dumped them out on the ground, but...
I'm pretty sure Kareth just got disrespected.
Sorry,
Kareth is
Kareth.
always disrespected.
Aw.
Sorry, Kareth. I just wanted to grab that really, really fast, and I didn't want to make you move.
Would that be under
Actually-
treasure or equipment? Just out of curiosity.
I think it would be in equipment. If you do want to try and recall knowledge about whether or not you're disrespecting them to take the medallions from them, you could, anyone, roll me a knowledge religion.
What about old God's lore?
See,
You can roll me an
Tariq
old
isn't-
God's lore.
Tariq is like he's not very religious, so just saying.
Yeah, he's more into the arcane studies. He's more a jock type. Yeah, I get it. Alright, Kepri. I will tell you this, though. You can probably figure out that these were probably slaves. They were probably the slaves who were used to build the tomb here. They were carving out and crafting everything. Now, having completed their jobs, they would probably have been killed to protect the tomb's secrets, and then properly mummified and interred here so that they wouldn't, and given all the proper funerary rites, so they wouldn't turn into actual mummies or actual undeads. You feel like these medallions are just an extra safeguard to ensure that their souls pass and travel safely to the boneyard and are justly judged by Pharasma in the afterlife. Now, this is 2,000 years ago, so you feel like it's safe.
Huh. Maybe I should go put the medallion back. I don't
Tariq
want
keeps
them
his.
to... Tariq! Why? They might not get judged correctly. And they worked so hard to build
It's
this...
been
Listen, if they
thousands
haven't
of
found their way
years.
there yet, they're not gonna.
Yeah. It's been thousands of years. They'd probably get judged almost immediately after they die. Unless
Kepri's
they
sitting
somehow
here.
get lost in the boneyard.
Kepri just sitting here with her mouth agape, looking at her brother and Kareth like, what?
Look, now I've
Yeah,
got this
you've not been-
symbol, so maybe we can get through your judgment and find somewhere else to be.
Oh my god!
I was about to do a spit take. I literally took a drink of my water, and you said...
And after I went through all the trouble to
That's
keep
gonna
you
be
as my
close.
brother...
You've not been doing a good job
Did you
teaching
just
him
say
the ways
to
of
keep
Nephis
me
and
as?
Phrasma.
Did you just say to keep me as your brother? You keep him like a pet?
She's gonna stop her
I'm not your
shaving.
pet, Capri. Oh my gosh! And now like Tariq's like red in the face, like he's like really like he's like mad and huffy now.
Oh, and Kepri's gonna stand with her short stature, her arms are crossed, her head's up, she's going, and she just stomped her foot, and she's gonna go back at Kareth, I'm sorry, I'm gonna squeeze past you, I'm sorry, she's gonna go hang it back up on the corpse she took it from and hope she remembered the right one, and she's gonna go back, and she's gonna go back into the room and be like, see, this is what we do, and I shouldn't have followed your lead because I'm the oldest.
Tariq is going to very pointedly, like he had already put it in his pocket. He's going to like stare at her and take it out of his pocket and then like hook it around his neck and then just like cross his arms and
She's gonna just.
and then he's gonna walk out of the room and look for another place to go.
At the same time, Kepri's turning around on her foot and walking in the opposite direction. She's like, we're not brother and sister right now. I mean, we are, but whatever.
And you just see somehow, don't even know how, don't even question it, but Kareth has just got like this bowl of popcorn now watching this and just holds the bowl out to Tawny and
Family
Habibi.
drama.
It's canon now. There's popcorn.
If popcorn wasn't created before, it is now.
Habibi turns to Ramses and is like, I don't know how you've lived with them for this long.
And his tail wags.
Okay, so as Capri does a do-si-do.
Don't know why it does that.
Anyways, so Tawny is going to... Okay, so she's looking around. Okay, so we have one door up to the north, and then we have a couple of doors down to the south. Which way would we like to go first? I'm guessing
You
Kareth
said
wants to go north.
You said the north with the trap opens up and spills out water, so we maybe shouldn't open that door?
Yeah, so from your studies of the trap's mechanism, you can see that there are gears and pulleys and like wires, I don't know, something that connects the door to the north. You can see maybe like gears are like subtly showing themselves from the top. You can kind of see that like it would be part of like this controlled mechanism.
Alright, so we ignore that door. It feels wrong.
My completionist soul.
This heart hurts.
It does.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
I'm still laughing.
Anyone who's had siblings knows.
And they're like,
Anyone
I'm
who's
just
had
laughing
siblings
because on the map, Tariq and Kepri keep like standing side by side, and I'm just imagining as they're like walking through these like tight spaces that Kepri's like, you know, like nudging Tariq, and like he'll like elbow her or something like that as they're moving along.
They're following Tawny and Kareth as we move south, and we're moving through all of these doors, and it's like just Tariq tries to get in front, and then Kepri is getting in front, and Tawny looks over her shoulder, and she's like, "Are y'all done yet?"
No, we're not until he apologizes.
For what? You tried to boss me around.
You took
my
someone's
gosh.
dead necklace, which, granted, yes, I did too, but I put it back.
And then Tawny's gonna look at Habibi, and she's just gonna be
Again,
like, "Is this me and my siblings?"
Tariq's gonna be like, how is it that you have thieving tools again if you aren't a thief?
We don't talk about that.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
Kepri just ran in front of
Down the
Tariq.
circle.
Yeah, we went into a big circle, so...
Yep.
North door.
You guys finally ascend because these stairs, if you're coming from the south, would have taken you up the stairs to the room you guys had been before. This is, remember, the Hall of Souls Crossing. This room is sacred to Pharasma. This is where the land of the living and the land of the dead are to separate. So you guys find yourselves back over here. Yay, you made it.
Okay, so we gotta go back, right? Because there was like a path to the north.
Habibi just takes off.
It's dark.
Habibi!
Like, well, already been here,
Yes,
done that.
So you definitely recall that if this is a false sarcophagus to the tomb, and Akhentepi was definitely buried here, there had to be a real sarcophagus somewhere. So you're probably still hunting for that.
So you didn't.
Oh
mean
yes,
north,
that's
you
what
meant
we were
east.
Then we're
hunting
gonna
for.
sell the corpse.
No, it's
Kepri
north.
quit following me.
No, I'm allowed to go this way.
And then we're going north.
They're just being super petty right now. Sorry. We'll put it in the back corner.
3, 2, 1, go.
How do we ever accomplish anything in this fucking group?
Very carefully.
We have very well strategically planned people to keep us on track.
Apparently.
Hence Angela and Katie. Or no, sorry, Angela and
Alyssa. Alright,
Sorry, I was
let's talk
looking
about
at
this
Katie's
chamber.
token.
Let's talk about this chamber of grave goods. So you guys find yourselves in this room that holds several neatly arranged chests, boxes, and urns, and there's dust of centuries that covers every single surface in this room. Everywhere you look, there's thick cobwebs. It's like the treasure room scene when you go into like the National Treasure. Like, I don't know why, but that always stuck with me. Like when when they finally made it to the big treasure room, there's just too many cobwebs. Like, it just stuck out to me. Like, I just as a kid, I was watching this movie. I'm like, there's too many spider webs. I can't get over.
And there
it.
was no spiders.
Exactly. I don't know. It's just so much obscene dust. Like, it looked like sand. It was too much. It was too much, man. But anyways, that's kind of what you see here. It makes sense though. This is 2,000 years old. The treasure they had was like 300.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Dust in America is awful.
So anyways. It's because American dust is worse than Egyptian dust? I don't think so.
So can we do a perception?
Sure, if you want.
What kind?
Any other kind of checks?
Well, I just want to see, like, if anything pops out. Like, do I see anything shiny?
Sure.
Secret tunnel.
Oh, there's plenty shiny in here.
I like
Secret
the
tunnels,
shiny.
perhaps. Secret tunnel.
tunnel.
I'm gonna have to re-roll that anyways.
Of love.
I selected
Alright.
blind GM. I don't
Tariq,
know
it's
why
because
I
you took
pulled
the
it.
medallion.
It's because you took them down.
Oh my gosh.
He said, I just imagine Tariq going, why can't I rolled this blind GM, like just says this out loud, and Kepri goes, it's because you took the medallion. Just breaking every wall in existence.
As if we're not about to just take stuff from this room. I'm waiting for Kepri to grab something.
Kepri's gonna give Tariq a look like, no.
Oh lordy. Alright, so looking around this room, you guys definitely see some grave goods. You clearly discover the secret door to the far east over here, revealing a tunnel that leads deeper into the... Well, I guess you guys didn't open the door, but you see a secret tunnel. Let me try this one more time.
Tunnel!
You guys take
Secret tunnel!
I'm just gonna take all that all over again. With your perception checks, you guys do locate a secret door to the far east of this room here. But Tariq and Kareth,
I did it!
You guys rolled exceptionally well. Upon the door, you discover a rune. It's barely perceptible, but it seems to be radiating some magic.
Which door?
The door to the far east here. The secret door that you guys basically all discovered.
Tariq is kind of looking at it closely, and he goes, Kepri, can I borrow your thieves' tools?
Oh, okay, yes.
Well, hold on. You might want to recall knowledge before you approach. I'm going to give you a friendly one right there.
Oh, okay.
Kepri almost just willingly
so
put Tariq into a chat or a trap.
Tariq and Kareth, I want you two only to both roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Tariq with a natural 20 and Kareth not far behind him. You guys both immediately recognize the rune of conjuration. It is a summoning rune. And you know that it is triggered by proximity.
How much proximity?
That remains to be seen, but at least that far. You guys are currently 15 feet away, so you're safe, but take a step closer.
Could you type in the box what that was again? What kind of rune?
Conjuration.
It's a summoning rune.
Okay. Need it for my notes that I take now.
Oh, you take notes.
I do. Because I won't remember otherwise.
That's honestly very intelligent.
That summons things mysterious.
Looking around the rest of the room, though, not getting closer to that door, you do discover a lot of grave goods. I will reveal the chest which contains all these goods, but scattered throughout the room, you find a +1 longbow. +1 because you guys have already identified the +1 potency rune. You find another religious symbol, this one of silver and of Pharasma.
Can he take that one?
Tariq slowly slips off the wooden one and gives it to Kepri and then puts on the silver one.
There is
Oh my gosh.
There is a disintegrated cloak. At least you assume it's a cloak. It could be some other piece of clothing. You can feel the fabric. But there is remaining among it a golden scarab clasp, just a little pendant that you can use to stick clothes together. You find a hand mirror with a decorated frame, and it has all these nice hieroglyphs etching the outside. You find 10 arrows and a wax clay urn of Nard, I should say.
Nard?
Which is kind of like this, it's kind of like this, what's it called? It's it's an essential oil, basically.
Alright, there also appears to be an unusual object.
It's true. It is some sort of potion, maybe an elixir. It's in a vial.
Alright, so crafting to identify?
Crafting probably works.
Crafting.
Would nature let me identify it?
Yes, but it will be harder.
That was a beautiful roll on both ends. Just saying, it was just in perfect sync.
You just see the dice rolling across the screen. Alright, the only person who is able to identify this is Habibi.
Oh.
And probably because he lived in such opulent situations, but this is Silver Sheen. It is a potion, or I guess technically it's an alchemical elixir it's designed to give a silvery paste that you put onto a weapon or some sort of item, like perhaps 10 pieces of ammunition, but it gives it a silvery polish.
Specifically 10 pieces of ammunition.
It's enough for 10 pieces of ammunition. Like, you use a tenth of the vial for 1 piece of ammunition. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, okay.
Can anyone in here use a bow?
I think I'm too short for it.
It's worth 35 gold.
You're too short for the bow.
It's a long bow.
That's not how that works, but okay.
Wait. Okay.
Well, if a bow's taller than the person...
It's true. It's like this gigantic bow. It's taller than she is.
She wouldn't be able to use it well, though, because it is a martial weapon and you are untrained in martial.
It's okay.
Gareth, you can use a bow,
She
Gareth.
does not
I was
want
getting ready.
I mean, I could.
We can also just sell it.
Well, I don't think we should just plain sell it. When we get back to town, we should take off the +1 rune.
Okay. And then sell it.
And then sell the plain bow.
Yeah.
Speaking of this, since my brother so ceremoniously threw the other
Oh my god.
Pharasma medallion into the chest, Kepri is going to be nice and take Ramses and go take it back. And I won't bore you with watching the token move, but she's going to go back. She'll be like, I'll be right back. And she's going to go. She's walking through this, making sure she doesn't go into the sarcophagus again and it doesn't come alive. She's like, okay, and Ramses isn't barking or anything. She's gonna walk in this room, put it on the one dead person she thinks doesn't have a medallion, pray it's the right one, and go back.
Tariq spent the whole time rolling his eyes.
And huffing and sighing.
And huffing and being like, oh my gosh. Kid.
She's gonna come back, she's gonna look at Tariq and go, ha! I win, and you can borrow my thieving tools.
That probably took you 5 minutes?
Yeah. Everyone else probably could have relaxed for that time and refocused if needed.
Well, okay, this is what I'm imagining. Tawny sees Kepri grab the wooden medallion and then walk away, and then she's gonna look at Tariq. Tariq probably just shrugs at her, rolls his eyes, huffs, and then Tawny looks at Habibi and is like, they got some sibling drama.
Right?
I don't know what's gone into them today either. Hey, life
you
and
want
death
me to answer from
situations.
Tariq's perspective? She
Yes.
bossy!
Go for it.
She bossy! She thinks because she's the older sister that she can tell me what to do. But I'm an adult!
I'm a grown man.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So, it's kind of pointless for borrowing the thieves' tools because you can't use them from a distance. Because Wava already told us that the rune, the conjuration rune that's on that door, is proximity based, but we don't know how close we could get.
You can try a stealth or acrobatics to try and approach it.
My other question, I mean, if there isn't a way to do what I'm thinking, then we're gonna
Do we know what it's gonna summon?
Probably not, just from
Only
looking
one
at
way
it.
to find out.
Mummy!
Did Habibi just take a step closer?
Yes, Habibi.
Alright, well, stepping closer, Habibi, you suddenly see this symbol of conjuration on the door just suddenly glow a bright red sigil, and suddenly 2 swarms of cockroaches erupt right underneath your feet.
Gross.
Everyone, roll me for initiative.
Gross. Cockroaches.
Kepri's gonna try to talk
They
to
could
them.
be chickens.
Nasty.
They could have been chickens.
Of course it was Habibi that steps forward and gets the swarm activated.
I am
I am a man of
seeing
action.
A pattern with Habibi. I am
Man of
seeing-
action.
Habibi, nice.
Dang.
Man of
Habibi was
action.
prepared.
I know.
Look, I'm last in initiative. Shocker.
Oh no!
I may be okay.
Alright, I have initiatives from everyone. Fantastic. But yeah, starting round 1, top of the initiative, we're starting with the person who activated the trap in the first place. We're going with Habibi. It is your turn, and you just see all of these slimy, like, reflective, crawly, with wings fluttering everywhere. You just see these cockroaches that crawl all over you. They just magically appear. They have this faint, glowing red aura. What would you like, Tadiro?
Okay, so Habibi screams really loud. And then he runs back behind Tani.
Oh my gosh.
Alyssa literally just walked up, activated the traps, like, my job is done. Peace.
We literally said that it
Oh
was
my gosh.
proximity based.
I think she did this on purpose.
Tawny, like, looks at Habibi and is like, this is not how you get us back for a prank.
Yeah, like, this is definitely because Tawny stood there and laughed at Habibi the entire time rather than helping him.
I didn't think
Your
it
fault,
was-
Tawny!
I didn't think they were gonna get on me first. Okay, it was so shocking. I'm gonna shock them. So zippity zap, don't look back.
Oh, boo.
Electric Art Club!
Alright. I'll take their damage. Oh, as many as there are cockroaches, they roll fairly decently. They both are going to roll an 18 and then a 22 respectively. I believe your save DC is, what is it these days? Is it still the same? Still 18?
Yeah, still
hovering
18.
Alright. So by my calculations, that's 2 successes? Asking for a friend.
I mean, they still take 3 damage. Okay.
It's true, they do take 3 damage.
Take it.
Alright.
Do they though?
Fantastic. It is going to be the first cockroaches swarm to the north. It advances forward 10 feet as it crawls up the legs of Kepri, Tariq, and Carrot. You just see them crawling and swarming. And I need all 3 of you to roll me a reflex save as they all have these swarming bites and they all start nipping at you.
I did not consent to this assault.
No consent is needed. They will do so regardless.
Are you kidding me?
Ha!
I'm re-rolling
Uh-oh.
that. I don't even care. Using my hero point.
What'd you get?
It was a 1.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one to roll on. Is what I'm saying.
I rolled a 19.
Watch it be a 1 again. Oh, okay, much better. This one's an 18 for a total of 24.
All right. Tariq gets an 18. Kareth, what'd you get?
17 on the die for a 24, which according to my foundry says it is a success.
Is indeed a success. And Kepri, what did you get?
I rolled a 19 on the die to reach.
Fucking
For a
Christ.
total of
gosh.
25.
So all 3 of you succeed, which means all 3 of you take, wow, only 2 points of damage.
Yay.
But
Oh.
I'm going to need you to roll that save again as they try to bite you again. They're going to spend their 3rd and final action just continuously swarming
I
bites.
feel like I
I
shouldn't
got another
have,
success.
I feel like I shouldn't have gloated.
And this time I only got a 15 on the die.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Whew. Made it.
All right, you
At
succeeded.
18. Yeah.
Kareth, you succeeded.
Yeah, I got a 22
Perfect.
total.
Kepri, round us off. 3 for 3.
I rolled a 14 total.
14 total is a failure, but not a critical failure. Ooh, I rolled much better this time. 7 total points of piercing damage as you just see these bugs just constantly like piercing at each of your flesh as you start seeing blood dripping out of
So does that
Kepri a
mean
little
we
bit.
take 3?
Yes, it does.
Capri's going, ouch, ouch,
And that is
ouch!
it. That is it for the first cockroach swarm's turn. We're gonna move on to Tariq. It is your turn.
Okay, he is going to try to freeze them with
Ooh.
a spell strike using Ray of Frost. So he's going to bring his
Ooh.
staff down on these bugs, trying to freeze them out. And let's see. Let's see if he's any good. Okay, a total of 22.
22 does hit.
Yes. Okay.
Go, Tariq, go!
Roll that damage, and then roll the Ray of Frost damage for A total of 12, and 2 of that is the cold damage, if that does anything.
Perfect. All right. So, what you're dealing damage with a staff, correct?
Yes.
All right. That's very important because bludgeoning damage is much more efficient for squashing bugs than any slashing or piercing weapon. Hint, hint, hint. And how much damage did you say from the Ray of Frost?
2.
2. Fantastic. These bugs up here to the north, beneath your feet, are looking very diminished. Most of them have already disintegrated beneath your feet. They're looking pretty haggard.
Okay.
But they're still standing in the fight.
So for his last action, Tariq is going to then bring his staff up, and he's going to start kind of like swirling it around to hit as many of these bugs as he can get as he casts Spinning Staff and restores his spell strike.
What does Spinning Staff do?
Okay, so I spin my staff around, like as the name implies, and it allows me to attack 2 foes and transform the momentum into magical energy, and that's what causes my spell strike to recharge without me having to, wait the 10 minutes and like sit there and concentrate on recharging my spell strike. So on my next turn, I could potentially do another spell strike. And
the good news is that your staff has reach when you hold it in 2 hands.
Yes.
I'm sorry to laugh.
You knew that, though.
Oh, you are within 10 feet. For some reason, I thought you were within 15 feet.
Mm-mm. She's good. She can do it.
Do I just hit... Oh, I thought that was... So I can make a strike with that?
Yes, you can.
Like
the problem is, it is multiple attack penalty. It's multiple attack penalty number 3, so it's minus 10. So it's 10. Because Spell Strike counts as 2 attacks for your multiple attack penalty purposes.
Does a 1 hit these?
Let me check.
Just so you know, it's not like it's not a critical fail. Like it's minus all this stuff. So
it's a dirty one.
Yeah,
it's not a natural one. It's a dirty one.
Yeah,
that's fine. What about your second one? Come on, nat 20. You can crit fish. Yeah, you get 2 attacks. It's a spinning staff.
This is my first time using it. I didn't know. The second one's not much better. I got 7.
7
would have been 17.
It is better, but yeah. That's the hard part with doing it as like right after your spinning or your spell strike is because it's already it's just the multiple attack penalty is so harsh. But hey, you recharged and you had a chance to hit, which is better than just spending 1 action to recharge anyways.
Yeah.
All right. It is the second cockroach swarm, the one to the south, and this one is going to advance forward and engulf both Tawny and Ramsey.
No!
And I need both of them to roll me a reflex save against their swarming bites. As you start to see, like, Ramsey's probably like itching all over the place as they start crawling up his fur, and Tawny, I don't know how you feel about cockroaches up your fur, but I assume it's not great.
Tawny is like, the minute that these cockroaches are coming up to her, she's immediately like, oh no, 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 no.
So she doesn't like bugs either?
Well, it's because they're creepy crawly. Yeah, bugs.
Oh, creepy crawlies.
She's like hissing, her hair sticking up on end.
So she rolled a 2 for a total of a 6.
Oh. Is that hero point territory?
No, because she really does hate bugs. So this is going to be on par.
No. Okay. What did Ramses get?
Ramses got... Oh, crap. A 6 on the die for a 13.
A failure for Ramses and a critical failure from Tawny. You are going to take 7 piercing damage. Tawny, you are going to take 14 piercing damage. And with their final action, they're going to swarm towards Habibi and Tawny, engulfing them. And unfortunately, Habibi is now swarmed once again, regardless of how far he tried to run the last turn. It is now Tawny's turn. And let me guess what your first action is going to be.
I wonder. Tawny's going to rage.
There it is.
I
did the thing. I do have a question. I know that they are resistant to slashing because they're just so small. Like it's hard to like get them. But if I turned my axe to its side,
ooh, let's call that an improvised weapon of 1 die smaller. How about that? So a D10 of damage for bludgeoning, but you take a -2 to the attack roll.
Okay.
Silence.
I'm just saying, it's an option. Improvised weapon strikes. So what'd you get?
A 14 on the die. Okay, so plus my normal modifier is 8, so instead it'll be plus 6, so 20.
20 is a hit. Roll your damage, and we'll just take -2 from the damage as well.
Okay, 10 points of damage.
Whoa!
10 points of damage is going to deal significant damage to these creatures as you like spin your axe on the flat end and just hit it with the flat of your blade.
And then she's gonna do it again, so she's gonna pick it up and like slam it down again like she's doing a hammer. And I just want to know, what is their AC?
I don't want to tell you.
Well,
It's an 18.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, come on.
Plus,
And you
okay,
thought you
so
were gonna roll bad.
Yeah.
no, that critical failure, yeah. But natural 20 and then -2, so it'd be a 21.
21 still hits, so that's a crit.
So, do you want me to do? Do you still want me to do just -2, or do you want me to do -4 since it's doubled?
-4 would be appropriate, but I don't think that's going to matter much.
36 points of damage.
Yeah, that's
my
why I didn't think it was going to matter much. Holy shitballs.
You just turn your axe into a fly swatter.
That's what I imagine. She turned her axe into like a broom. She's like, die, die!
She just really does not like bugs, guys.
36? 36! Holy shitballs. Okay. Hey, Kepri. What do you have to say about that?
Kepri is gonna look at the swarm around her, knowing that a lot of them are dead now. She's gonna look at the survivors, and Kepri would like to try to communicate with them and ask if any of them want to surrender.
They're bugs.
I'm a
And not only
druid.
that, unfortunately, they have swarm mind. It is a trait that that monsters in a swarm have. They don't share. They don't have a single mind, so you can't communicate to a single creature at a time. There's just so many of them. The cacophony of like their swarming bites are just all over the place. They're immune to mental effects that target only a specific number of creatures. So if you had like an ability to speak to all creatures all at the same time everywhere, you can do that.
I don't think I can do that. Just a theory.
That's all right. I won't let that cost an action though.
Aw,
but
thanks.
you do have. I don't. You still have 3 actions remaining. What would you like to?
Well, I'm trying to see if I can smash them with something. Do you think I can stomp on them? Can I use my unarmed attack just to try to squish them?
You can, but there are better options.
Well, then I'm just gonna electric arc them.
There's a better option than that, even.
What?
I feel really dumb all of a sudden. Because I'm looking at this and I have only a dagger, which why would I go and stab these little creatures?
One by
Yeah.
one, stab them one
You
by
can still
one.
do it. Honestly, just go with the electric arc. You probably could hit them.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
There's nothing better than electric
Everyone
arc.
who's listening to this going, you can do this, you can do this, and me going, I have a dagger!
All
Stab
right.
them in the eye.
All right. Let me try a reflex save. Oh my god, a natural 20 for a critical success.
Never mind, screw you.
Rude.
I'm gonna try to hit him then. I'm gonna smash him with my hand
Cut off
for
their
my last action.
So you try stomping on them with your little baby halfling feet. All right. Roll me an unarmed attack.
I'm working on it. I'm just so angry right now.
And
Cut off their legs.
And this would be like
Use your dagger.
this wouldn't be her multiple attack, right? Or it would?
No, because the electric
No,
arc
go
does not have the attack trait.
Exactly.
I rolled a 24 total.
A 24. Wow, look at you stomping on them real good.
Yeah.
24 is a
She's
hit.
really good at
I
putting her
only
foot down.
rolled a 2 damage!
Minimum damage.
I have bad news for you.
Yeah.
Cockroaches
They have
sting.
bludgeoning resistance too.
Oh!
crap, that's right!
So you're trying to stomp on them and they keep like scurrying just out of the way. They're like, they keep moving out of your way and you are unable to deal significant
Oh
damage.
gosh. I was
Before-
not able to deal any damage. Don't say significant. It was 0.
Fair enough. You dealt no damage.
Well, that's my turn. I love you too. That's my turn.
Alright. Kareth, why don't you show her how it's done?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's what we're going with? Okay. I'll try.
You got this, come on!
Alright, I'm going to step here.
Jumping on top of one of the treasure chests?
Sure. And then I'm going to go boom. I'm going to explode.
Oh shoot, I forgot to move.
No, you're fine, because I moved, so.
Okay.
It's not until 3rd level.
Lava ruined my original plan, where I could have hit both of them.
Hey, I didn't ruin it. Tawny is the one who killed him.
Well, you ruined it originally when the other swarm moved.
You can still move into position and hit everyone.
No.
Never mind. Just what
Anyway.
am I saving against? What's the check?
Reflex.
Reflex save? Psh, easy. Let me roll that real quick. Oh, so close. I rolled a 27.
Oh,
Almost a critical success.
that is only a success, so let me roll.
I know.
Let me
That
roll
was
the
one off.
damage. Not the
All
greatest, so that is going to be 8 cold damage.
Ignoring their weakness to area effects for now, they had 7 hit points.
Yeah, boys!
And they also immediately perish.
Yeah.
The rune on the door fades, the cockroaches are all dead, and this encounter is over just before round 1 finishes. Well done, everyone.
Tawny Tawny takes a deep breath and she rounds on Habibi, and she's like, "Don't you ever summon cockroaches again."
I didn't know there were cockroaches.
If you want to get back at me, but do not do bugs.
Now Kepri's gonna look at Tariq and go, I know you weren't able to use the shield on me, but that was awesome, and you're a good brother. I'm sorry I'm bossy.
It's okay.
Don't worry, I will try not to bug you ever again.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
get out of here. Stop.
There's no point in me doing the unstable check because we're out of combat now, so.
And you have time.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
Okay,
I'm just
maybe.
imagining if we need to draw this scene of Tawny turning around and like glaring at Habibi. Habibi could be as small as like a little bug, and Tawny is like
Oh,
towering.
for sure.
Yes.
For sure. Peak anime moment right there.
So, baby, how about since you're the only one with full health, you get a little healing real quick.
Oh yeah, Habibi triggered the trap right away, and then everyone almost died. And she's like, "I'm fine, guys. What are you talking about?"
I mean, I gotta give myself work
goodness.
somehow.
Oh my god, Habibi.
Wow. Oh,
All right,
Lord.
can we just say that I used a bunch of lay on hands?
Yeah, you guys can just take your time. Assume all the healing has been done. That's really funny.
Oh, we're all healed.
That's really
Is that what you
funny.
said we can heal?
Yeah.
Yes, and if you guys spent any focus points, you can regain those focus points. And yeah, everyone go back to full health. We can pause for healing. Magic effects.
Can I open the door now? I was about to say, don't forget to heal Ramses.
I know. No, I just was putting the wrong number in there, and I was like, he's not 200.
2, 1, go! It's a hallway.
Do you want me to go?
It is.
Do you want me to go first, Kareth, or you got it?
I got this.
Okay.
I would like Tawny to be in front of me, though, if possible.
Tawny, you can go in front of me this time.
I would like to do a perception in the hallway, though. Just in case.
That's a good
Kareth,
idea.
you can hear the subtle sound of rushing water above. You look up and you can see kind of what you can only describe as like a like a bin, not a bin. What's it called? Like a tunnel, like a thing just
basin?
pulling the water in. A
Oh.
basin. That's the word. English wasn't my first language. Leave me alone. Like a basin. And based on where you guys entered the tomb, you assume that's probably the water source is probably the river Sphinx itself.
I'm gonna open this door to the east. 3, 2, 1, go!
Uh-oh. No, we've
What?
been through this before. I don't trust it.
Everyone roll
Welcome.
perception checks now.
Right now,
Welcome.
before he says anything, just do it.
Okay, so normal players interrupt their GM while they do the villain monologue. My players interrupt them while I do the room flavor text.
We have been put in enough situations by you to know that an innocent-looking room is not innocent.
Especially if it's too good to be true, and we look in front of us and see a possible sarcophagus. But for all we know, it's going to turn into that thing again.
The false sarcophagus? Nah. You guys all, Tariq, being so far in the back, you don't detect any magic. You feel like if you were closer in the tunnel, you would have been able to perhaps maybe detect some magic or anything. But either way, you all, except for Kareth and Tariq. Tariq makes sense. He's all the way back in the back of the line, so he's like 30 feet away from the room. But Kareth, you're right at the front. You're at the door. You rolled an 8. Everyone else, though, is able to look into the room, and they're able to perceive what can only be described as Akhentepi's burial chamber. There is a sarcophagus covered in gold leaf, and it rests atop a raised stone platform in the center of this chamber. A casket's cover is carved in the likeness of an adult man with his arms crossed over his chest and covered in thick coat of dust, as if not being touched for hundreds of years. There are 2 ornate chests, one to the northeast and one to the southeast, and they... in between them, there are large funerary urns. But that's about it. I will also say this, because we often see pictures of, like, what's his name? Tutankhamun's sarcophagus, where he has... Yeah, King Tut. His like, arms are crossed, and you can see they have a hook and a flail, the traditional mummy like symbols that we often see, like that little spiral stick and the flail, the thing with the lash on it. Those are only reserved symbols for pharaohs. So Akhentepi here, not being a pharaoh, would only have his arms crossed, arms open-handed too. There would be nothing in it. He wouldn't have closed fists. He would have open palms straight down on his chest, nothing in them. Interesting note of detail, and I'm really happy that they kept it in here. I was half expecting them to say, yeah, hook and flip, but nope, they did a very, very good job. I love the writers of this fucking book.
Going back to what we were supposed to do with this tomb in general, what were we, like, are we supposed to take something from the sarcophagus, or are we just supposed to, like, be mapping this area?
Well, I refer you to your quest log, Forian's quest log.
Oh.
It just says, explore the tomb of Akhentepi. You want to take notes and, like, study it and get the research available on it. To figure out who was here, what's going on, like, what he did in life. Because all they know is that... Because remember, when you guys came up to this tomb, it was completely sealed off. The Church of Pharasma knows that, based on the hieroglyphs on the outside, it was the tomb of Akhentepi, but they don't know who he was. They don't know who was buried here. They don't know anything else. They don't know if his body is still here. They don't know if, like, they don't know anything else. So maybe checking to see the state of his body, if he was mummified or if he's completely decayed. It's up to you. Maybe just leave the sarcophagus completely closed. I don't know. I'm not your boss. Don't listen to me.
Tariq is going to take from his bag his journal, and he's going to kind of like do a very basic sketch of this as he's like jotting down some of the other things that have happened in the tomb, like encountering the Sandman and the little miniature figures and like all the other things, and especially the mirror. He had already kind of jotted down on one of their other breaks, he had jotted down about the mirror and everything like that, and because he was still a little freaked out about the whole message, it seemed, in the mirror. And so he took all these notes, and he's kind of saying that he's finally making the note that they found what he believes is Akhentepi's body, because before, in the previous room, it was just a construct and not his actual tomb. And so he's kind of making a note of all the rooms and everything like that.
Are you also, like, sketching out a map for the entire tomb? Because that'd be kind of cool, too.
He is, in the game. Aaron is not, because I can't draw.
No, that's fair, that's fair. So what do you guys want to do?
Gosh. I don't even know where to start.
Do you want to open the chests? Do you want to look in the urn? Do you want to look inside the sarcophagus? What do you want to look in? currently you guys are all just standing around.
Yeah, we're all sitting around and we're all
sorry.
taking in all of this beauty. Like, wow, this might be smaller than that other chamber we saw, but this is very ornate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also want to emphasize how dark this entire tomb has been, and you guys are only going off of the light that used to be on Tariq's staff, on McFour's lantern, and also on Tawny's weapon, but the light off of Tariq's staff has since dimmed and died down and expired, whatever, and McFour is lying in a pit in a pile of self-pity in the previous room. So yeah, there's only Tawny's light. So wherever she's moving, you can see all these huge shadows casting along the wall based on the light coming off of her weapon.
Okay.
I want that image to be in your heads.
I don't know about everyone else, but Kareth would like to check to see if he was mummified or maybe find out how this guy died, because it sounded like from some of the stuff that we found before that him and his family kind of had something bad happen to them. And I know you said that this was also supposed to be where his family was buried, but this is the first actual burial room that we found, so his family members obviously were not buried here. But Kareth wants to open the sarcophagus, so everyone.
He also said that the family members, it doesn't seem like he was married, and so they wouldn't have been buried with him, I believe is what he said previously.
I thought
it sounded like there
married.
was, from previous episodes, I think it was 2 episodes ago, there were plans to excavate the West Wing, but he died before he could allocate funds for them to build it. So when he died, they're like, oh, sucks to suck, we'll just bury him and call it a day.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So Tariq is going to still be jotting down these notes, and when Kareth suggests to open it up, he's like, okay. And then he's like, do you want help with that? And then he's just gonna point down at the notebook where he's still writing, kind of implying that he doesn't want to help with that.
Do I need help to open it?
Why don't you roll me an athletics check and I'll let you know.
Okie dokie. Hey, I'm actually trained in athletics for
we're
once.
doing
Look
this
at that.
and I haven't rested, so if you die, it's on you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw a level 7 mummy at you guys right now.
I wouldn't doubt
That's
it.
Yeah.
I also
Oh.
would
6
not
on
doubt
the die
it.
for an 11?
An 11?
Yeah.
What did Angela roll?
A 13 on the die for a 21.
With both of you guys helping together, you guys can both lift and shift the sarcophagus. And as soon as you move the sarcophagus lid, I
Don't.
want to say nothing happens, but something actually does happen.
No!
Like one of your
Unfortunately,
fake
this isn't one of those times.
build-ups, and it's actually a build-up.
I know, unfortunately, it's like one of those, it's not, anyways. Something does animate and jump at you, but it's not Akhentepi. It's instead this coiled up snake of iron. It is an iron cobra. Roll for initiative. It's the final one of the tomb. Here we go, guys.
It's the final brain cell.
Tariq doesn't notice. He's still jotting down notes. Guys, what's
Uh-oh.
that?
Did you
And then
not
he
roll?
looks up. Oh my gosh.
Tariq, pay attention.
Hey, I actually rolled somewhat well.
Oh, there you go.
I promise not to explode in this tiny ass room.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
accurate roll.
This works out for the story. Tariq rolled a 6 on initiative. That checks out story-wise.
Sure.
By the time it's his turn, he's finally going to be looking up from his goddamn book.
Alright, well, the Iron Cobra is going to lunge out immediately, and it's going to sink its fangs right into Kareth. Kareth does a 28 hit you.
Oh my
That
god.
is a hit only. You fucker.
I know it is.
Take it.
Alright. Take 9 piercing damage, and nothing else happens when a snake bites you, right?
Definitely not. Nope.
So not a fortitude save?
Nope.
It's made of iron. How's it even?
Well, why don't you roll me one anyways?
That is an 18 on the die for a 25.
Has venom
A
stores
25 is going to be a success. It does. Well, you know what? I'll let you guys know on a recall knowledge check. This cobra is then going to leap out of the sarcophagus, stand right next to Habibi and Ramses on the north side of the room, and coil itself up. Kareth, it's your turn.
So, for people that are listening, you can't see the chat on Foundry, so I just want to explain what has happened in the last 5 seconds. So,
Habibi's going
Habibi
wild.
is, it's a, you said an iron cobra? So she's like, oh, tetanus! And then the snake moves right next to Habibi and goes, ah! Just like that.
And then I get yelled at to say stuff out
Hey,
loud.
Alyssa, how you feeling
I
over there?
can't help it. I don't like talking over top of other people.
Alright, so
We're having fun. This is
first
a good night.
action, I am going to do overdrive.
All right. It's been a couple initiatives since you've done this.
Well, they've been like really weak stuff, so like it's kind of
Oh.
pointless to waste it. But you already said that it's the final initiative of the tomb, so why not? Go all out.
That's meta knowledge. I take that back.
Alright, crafting check, here we go. Close to the end of the night, so I'm going to use a hero point because that was a fail.
Woo!
Reroll using a hero point. Still a fail. Lovely. Love to see it. So, for those wondering, I first got a 5 on the die for a 13, which is a fail. And the
Sure.
next one was a 4 on the die for a 12.
What's the DC at this level?
16?
It is 16. So you were close.
Close, but no cigar. Alright, we're just gonna
No cigars.
try and beat it up.
No hookahs.
So that was one action. So second action,
I thought
I'm
it was
just going
funny.
to try and attack it. Oh boy!
Oh, because you have reach! You fucking... I keep forgetting you have reach, you fucking elf! This goddamn elven branch spear, you fucking knife-eared tree hugger. What did you get?
I think you broke him.
Yeah, he can't say anything.
What's another racial slur I can throw at an elf?
That is an 18 on the die for a 25 to hit.
Oh, you fucking goddamn... Alright, 25 hits.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, roll your damage.
I can't wait until I get reach.
Oh, max damage, baby! 7
Yes,
fuck off.
Gareth!
How much? You said 7?
Yep.
Pathetic. Embarrassing even.
Max damage and it's 7.
Pathetic.
Alright,
Pathetic.
final action, second attack. Here we go. Natural 20!
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
Gareth!
God, alright.
Go, Gareth!
Oh, this is gonna be a quick fight. Roll the
No,
damage.
it's not, because I did not roll well.
Oh.
That's okay, something else happens.
That is a total of 9 points of damage.
Alright. The 9 gets reduced as all constructs have hardness. However, that critical hit shatters its construct armor, and you just see this outer shell crack again. For the second construct in a row, Kareth just breaks the outer shell.
Go,
He's an inventor.
Gareth.
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes
He's an
sense.
inventor. He
knows
knows
to
how
do it.
constructs work. Exactly. He knows what all the weak points are. Alright, go for it. What's her name? Kepri.
Okay, Kepri watched and she's like, okay, cool. Kareth just made this a little easier. And,
You're welcome.
She's actually going to command Ramses, activate Ramses, because he's sitting over there, okay?
Perfect.
So,
Easy peasy.
Exactly,
Blanking
so... I know, so Ramses is of course going to use Jaws, so let me get that pulled up, and here's his first strike. I'm gonna hero point that, so let's try that again.
Oh, it doesn't even have its hardness anymore. Oh, motherfucker.
Okay, so this time, first time I rolled a 16 total, this time I rolled an 18 total. Does that hit?
An 18, because the armor is broken,
You're welcome.
does indeed hit.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Kareth! Alright, so the damage is gonna be 8 damage, and 2 of those are piercing.
All of that is piercing,
Oh!
and all of that goes through.
Alright,
Waba,
and then
Waba, are
Ramses
you
is
upset
gonna...
that we killed another of your toys?
No, it's fine. I have many toys. I'll have more toys to play with.
Well, Ramses does get one more action. Is going to try to bite again. Okay.
All right.
So Ramses, go for it, and that's not going to do anything. I rolled an 11.
No, an 11 is going to miss, even with flanking.
All right.
You have 2 actions remaining on yourself, though.
Yes, I do. And so Kepri is going to, try to light the sucker up with some electric arcs.
Light 'em up,
Don't turn back.
All right, let's roll that reflex save. I got a 2 on the die.
How about you take...
You sound so sad.
You do. How about you take 6 damage?
How about I take more than 6 damage?
Oh, was that a
Really?
critical failure?
Is it a crit?
It's not a crit. It has weakness to electricity.
I was gonna ask that because it's metal! Okay, yeah, good. Take that damage.
Habibi, it's your turn.
Habibi sees that electric arc go through, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know where it's at, sis."
Oh yeah, you do. We got electric arc club on this.
Oh,
So I'm
lordy.
gonna cast electric arc.
This thing's almost at half health already, and it's not even halfway through the initiative. Alright, let's roll another initiative. Oh! Natural 20. Take that!
Oh, rude.
Yes! You have 1 action remaining,
Does it
Habibi.
look like this thing will react if I try to run away?
Only one way to
Alright,
find out.
I'm gonna move into the doorway and go out here. Oh, don't. It's not a wall.
Alright. As you try to move, it uncoils and it takes a coiled opportunity, which is a special reaction it only takes if it's coiled and only if someone tries to move out of its way. Here's a fang strike on you as you try to escape.
I'm gonna die.
You're at full health.
I'm too beautiful to die.
I know! And it's only a 20. It's a 25 on the die, or a 25 total. 25 on the die. It's a 25 total.
25 on the die on a d20.
No, you
I'm
can't
using a
crit our healer.
30-sided die. It'll be fine. She'll be fine. Oh, maybe she's not going to be fine. Habibi has 26 points of piercing
I'm
damage.
dying. Twice.
You'll be fine. Dying too? Is this your first dying rodeo? You're fine. Also, just for funsies, roll me a fortitude save real quick.
She's already dying.
What? Oh my gosh.
Well, can we go back to how the fight was at the beginning?
I like
I'm fine.
that.
I rolled a 19 for a total of 23 on my fortitude.
So she's not poisoned. She's fine. But Habibi does move all the way up to the top of the initiative, and then right before the Iron Cobra because she died, and we now move on to Habibi. Or not to Habibi, to Tani. It is your turn.
Tani, kill it!
I'm able to stand over over Habibi, right?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, so Tani is going to move up to flank with Ramses, and she's like standing over Habibi like protectively, and she is going to rage for her second action, and then her third action she's going to bring her axe down for
And
a
here's why I'm not worried.
15 on the die plus 8, 23.
And that's why I'm not worried. A 23 total is going to hit.
12 points of damage.
12 points renders this thing nearly completely destroyed, and it is Tariq's turn. It is within your power to end this combat right now.
No pressure.
Tariq puts his book down. What's going on?
Oh my god!
JK. He's going to.
You had that ready. You're like, as soon as it gets to my turn, I'm going to say this joke, and then all of a sudden Alyssa goes there. You're like, oh, it's serious now.
Actually,
Did I
not
say that
really.
joke?
I honestly did not expect it to be my turn. Like, I fully expected this thing to be dead by the time I didn't, because I figured, oh, Tani's before me, and then Kareth like got rid of the con. I was fully not expecting a turn, and that is why I am totally stalling with how much I was not expecting a turn here. I don't think I have any electricity anymore. Dang it. Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm just
Don't have
gonna.
electric arc as a cantrip?
Huh?
Just hit it really hard. She can't use electric arc. She doesn't have expanded strike.
I mean, you could just do the spell. You don't have to do it as a spell strike.
I don't
think
know.
he has that either.
Anyway, so Tariq is going to use a spell strike of Acid Splash to try and finish this snake off. I'll roll his staff. Does a 25 hit?
A 25 does indeed hit.
Is it a crit?
Roll that damage. It's not a crit.
Dang it. Okay.
Close, though.
So the damage for the staff was 6, and the acid was 1.
Fantastic. This thing is going to take just enough damage to die.
Yay!
However, it's a splash damage.
Which means you just killed Habibi.
No, she didn't. Habibi goes down to dying 3.
But
Wait, what?
Wait, does Habibi not get protection from me?
Mm-mm. It's all creatures adjacent.
Oh,
Tawny,
shoot.
you take 1 point of damage. And Tariq, you take 1 point of damage.
Does Ramses also
And
take 1 point of
Ramses.
damage?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Sorry,
That was
guys.
already in there.
I didn't realize that.
It's okay. Are we out of initiative?
No, because Habibi's.
Not yet.
I thought with spell strike it didn't really
It
do
still
the
does
splash
whatever
part.
extra.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
All extra effects of the damage also happens as well. That's why if you spell strike with Tanglefoot, they get grappled as well. Habibi,
Lesson learned. Sorry, Habibi.
Alyssa,
Sorry.
roll
I
me
did.
a very, very important DC 13 flat check.
No, I
Or
want
would
to
you like
retcon
my
it.
hero point?
I have a hero.
Give her
point.
your
I have
hero
one more
point,
I
hero
have a
please.
point.
hero point. It's fine.
I mean, I know there's no stakes because the hero points will immediately prevent you from going to dying, but I just want to see what happens.
I rolled a 7.
7 total?
Oh!
Oh, it's a flat check. Oh, no.
Hero point.
Yeah, I got a hero point.
So you can use your hero point to just immediately stabilize.
Yep, Habibi, resisting
Okay.
the call of Pharasma's grave, resists with all of his might, and immediately stabilizes using all of his remaining hero points.
I like to think of it. Osiris
fight is
helped
over.
him out.
Oh, I'm sorry, Osiris, yes, of course. The god of the living immediately says no. The living are not done with you yet, and you maintain your connection to life. The combat is now over, with Habibi unconscious and stable in the upper left-hand corner of the room. You guys have cleared the tomb, and you all level up to 3rd level.
Can I please do first aid on Habibi?
We'll see you guys next
wait,
week.
Can I do first
No, we'll
aid?
see you guys next week!
No! I wanted to
I
do
can
first
burn
aid!
you back to life.
We can do that next week.
Yeah.
Not my face. I need it.
Level 3! Level 3! Level 3! Level 3!
Level 3.
Save Habibi! Save Habibi!
Aw.
Yeah, that too.
Man, that was fun.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked what you heard, then please like, share, or subscribe to the Mithril Tabletop. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, or Instagram. Feel free to email us at themithraltabletop@gmail.com. We'll see you next week. Music and sound effects are provided to you by Envato Elements. The Mummy's Mask is copyright 2014. Mummy's Mask images, characters, and artwork are a trademark of Paizo Incorporated.